Welcome, Pokemon League Championship fans, to Pokemon League Championships off-season Johto mini draft, week 5. We failed to come up with a suitable Pokemon to give away, so we're giving away random Pokemon again. You can catch things like Shiny Kyogre, you can get that. You can get Shiny Groudon. We got things like Shiny Rayquazas, that's a special Pokemon. I think I can give you that. I can give you this guy, These you'll have to exchange friend codes with us for. If you want special Pokemon like those. I think I can give you Zygarde. Shiny Yveltals, friend codes. Non-shiny Yveltals, no friend codes. Shiny Mewtwo's, no friend codes. You can have those for free, whatever. Deoxys, you get it. I mean, you guys, you understand the deal. Shiny Mew's, friend code. You can get those by a friend code. Regular Mew's, friend code. Anyway, we got Pokemon League Championships, Johto draft season, our mini draft off season replay. What do you want, Sid? We have the first match is me and Jordan for week 5. I don't have any co-hosts this week because Zach had some things he has to deal with, and nobody else likes to commentate anymore. It drove everyone away. But we have Jordan versus myself this week. I'm using the Celebi that I brought from the first week, some Mamoswine action, basic Rancor again. Bring in my Dragonite, the basic stuff again that I'm using anyway. Jordan's using double Intimidators. He's got kind of a Suncore, Sudowoodo, Rapidash, and his Leafeon to take advantage of his Raincore or his Suncore. We'll see how it works out for him. We don't have any other co-commentators, so I can start this whenever I want. Raincore, Suncore, Suncore, Raincore. If you guys want Pokemons, throw Magikarps up onto the GTS asking for Pokemons that you want, and I will send them out. If it's a special Pokemon that I need to give you, that we have to exchange friend codes for, then I will ask for your friend code in chat, and you can get special Pokemon like Shiny Mew, Shiny Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, those guys. But for all the regular Pokemon, you can just throw a Magikarp up on GTS. We're just gonna kick off this stream with my match for Fishies for Wormies. Shut up! God damn it! We're gonna kick off this stream with me versus Jordan. Let's go right into it. No more hesitating. Let's seek for these Magikarps. Fishies for Wormies. So I led out my Celebi and my Mamoswine, trying to just bait out, some good shit. See if he could lead his Suncore, or if I can go ahead and set up Rain. He ended up leading, his Intimidator, Hitmontop, and his Leafeon, and I felt safe just busting off a Dazzling Gleam with Celebi and protecting with my Mamoswine, which he protected with his Leafeon, so it worked out. I just basically hit his Intimidator for free, who has an eject button on him, so as soon as I hit him, he actually skips out of the match, and I just get a free hit on him, and we pass turn. I think he switches in another Intimidator, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, just Ninetales. He goes ahead and sets up his Raincore. Somebody wants a Nidoqueen. It's funny, I just made some of those. Let's give this guy Mewtwo. No fake out, because he's a coward. I switch back, set up my Sun Core to cut off any rain that he could do. I mean, set up my Rain Core to cut off any sun damage that he could do to Celebi, since she is a grass type. He goes off and Leaf Blades on Switch on Politoed, almost kills it, triggers Berry, and he heals a little bit, and then I go ahead and bust off, I think, a net. Oh, he hits it with a Hypnosis! This fucking Hypnosis was really annoying. But as a good friend of mine and I both know, sometimes you just gotta lean into it. So when I got hit with that status, I felt like I could just leave my Celebi out there and take advantage of that. He was gonna go ahead and try to reset his Sun Core. He sets his Hypnotomp back out, and he gets a little intimidated off of 2 special attackers, which doesn't do much for him. And I bring back my Politoed so I can reset Rain, and I bring out my bird so I could eat that Leaf Blade, and I get off a Nasty Plot. I wake up immediately. So that was pretty tight. Anybody that saw that. People keep asking for their crossbow. Fuck you. You could have a superior. Now I get a Dazzling Gleam after that Nasty Plot, so that's +2 attack, special attack. It kills Hitmontop, no problem. His Leafeon doesn't get to do anything because I get free Hurricanes with the rain that's out here, and even though he heals, a Hurricane is enough to kill a Leafeon. Crit, too. Unnecessary crits. Go ahead, Superior. You guys can have Superior. So he resets up his Sun. I understand that Sun is a problem for Celebi, who has Nasty Plot already staged up. So I'm just going to go ahead and reset my Rain, even if it costs me my Politoed, which of course it doesn't. Go ahead and set up the sun, the rain, the sun, the rain, the rain, the sun. It would keep switching back and forth. Ninetales busts off a Hypnosis again, and that puts Celebi to sleep. And then he busts off an Ice Fang with his Gyarados, which fucking freezes Politoed. But just like earlier in the match, I've got +2 already on my Celebi. I know that I gotta lean into this. He sets up his own Nasty Plot, and I don't switch anybody out. I lean into the ice and the sleep. I don't wake up on first turn, but I do, if I'm not mistaken, break out of that freeze. Yeah, I melt out of the ice, and I get a Scald boosted by Rain on the Ninetales, which doesn't actually fucking kill, and that was really disappointing. Now he gets a Hypnosis off for some reason, or no, he disables Scald, and I wake up getting a Giga Drain off on the Gyarados to heal up that damage that he already did to me. We got a Raichu request. He Ice Fangs me again, does a little bit, and then my leftovers heals me. Can't give up special Raichus. Dazzling Gleam takes out both Pokemon, so he has nothing to do that turn, unfortunately. And Jordan has lost all momentum at this point. His core weather is down, and I now have like total advantage over the field. I don't have a Raichu to give you. Sorry, that's not special. It did go entirely in my favor, absolutely. I got one more turn of Rain. He Sucker Punches my Celebi. It doesn't kill it. And then he gets a Stomp Off on Politoed, which does kill it, and actually kills one of my Pokemon. And then I get a +2 Earth Power off on Rapidash, which kills that. At that point, I know that Celebi's almost dead. He can kill it with just a chip damage. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take advantage. I switch in my Dragonite, and then I switch her out for my Mamoswine. And just for shiggles, I do Z flying onto his Sudowoodo, which doesn't really have any damage onto it, so I just do like half damage with a Sudowoodo Z flying. Kind of boring without a commentator co-hosting, but you know, whatever. Nobody was available. Todoroki, go! I avoid a rock slide with my Dragonite, which is probably the best thing that could happen. He's already taken most damage. I just go ahead and bust off an Ice Shard and an Earthquake, and that finishes off Sudowoodo. If I had done Earthquake first, it probably would have done more damage to Sudowoodo, probably maybe even killed, and it would have triggered Weakness Policy on the Mamoswine, which was on the Mamoswine, which would have made Ice Shard kill next turn anyway. Anyway, I defeated Jordan, by a decent bit. That brings us to the next match. Unfortunately, we have no other commentators, so we could just kind of wield into it. If you want some rare Pokemon, drop Magikarps onto GTS asking for whatever you want, and we'll see what we have, and we'll give it out to you as we can. You can add our friend code if you want special shiny Pokemon. If not, then you just get whatever I can give you. What do we got? We got Rayquaza request. I can fulfill that request. Alright, so then we have J-Wade, who's been on a big run this season, versus Dan, who has not. I mean, he took a forfeiture last week, and he lost one of his matches. He won one of his matches. He's got a mixed record, but he's going up against J-Wade, who's beat pretty much every one of the top players except for me. That's Mike, Reese, and Zach. He beat all of them. Oh shit! We busted up on our viewer count. He's beaten all of them so far. Big oof timing. And he is coming in hot versus Dan, bringing in some of his favorite Pokemon that we've seen in last week's or past weeks. Dan, I'm fucked up. In the Ambipom, which we've seen a lot of, been a great normal type double hit Pokemon for him with some good fake out access, tab fake out that's big. He's got his Typhlosion, which has been doing Z Bloom Doom a bunch of weeks in a row. See if he does it again. This is Primate's first week. We'll see how that one does. It's a pretty strong fighting type that's got Anger Point and a couple other cool cheeky abilities. And then he brought in his Arbok, which is a great Intimidator. It's a poison type, and it is really powerful. It's done really good work for him so far. It's got a lot of type advantage against Dan's Gardevoir, his I think it's got type advantage against his Tangela and his Heracross. So I mean, it's a big Pokemon. It has access to Earthquake, so it can do good damage against the Entei and the Rhyperior as well. Which brings us to his Feraligatr. We all know that has Sheer Force with Life Orb, access to things like Ice Punch and Cloyster. Can I fulfill that one? I think I have a special Cloyster. Don't ask me why. But it's just basically an all-around heavy hitter that can do all kinds of type damage. And then we have his Togekiss, a big supporting advantage player. Has all kinds of access to like things like Follow Me, some healing things. We'll see how that plays for us. Entei and Rhyperior are leading on Dan's side. Entei has access to a lot. It's like basically like fake Arcanine with some better stats. Rhyperior has some decent abilities and stats, but if Dan doesn't use them right, he could easily go down to any one of Jay-Wade's Pokemon. Gardevoir has been doing big work for Dan, copying abilities with its trace, but we don't, if you don't bring it in at the right time, it doesn't get to copy the right abilities. Octillery has Moody. He got this, I think, from Zach, I think last week, if I'm not mistaken. Octillery has pretty fucking dope move pool, every access to every cannon type thing, anything you think of that could shoot out of a cannon, it has access to, and then it also has Moody, which is huge. Heracross is a cool Pokemon. Obviously, without its Mega, it's not as effective as we might hope, but we'll see how it can do here. And Tangela is an Eviolite Pokemon. It's got access to a bunch of strong grass type moves, so let's see how that one does. Let me give out this Zoroark, and we'll start the match. Where is the Zoroark? Come on, where you at, buddy? Got so many fucking moves there. Not enough to eat. There we go. Ha! I can't give him out as a special Pokemon. God damn it! Why do I have so many event Pokemon? Give me your friend codes! Bastards! And the Crozma? Why does everyone want a Crozma? Why does nobody have a Crozma? I give a Rayquaza. What's that? I can do that. Alright. And then we'll kick off this match now. This is Jay-Wade versus Dan, Week 5, Johto Draft Season. Mini season, I guess. We're leading off Ambipom, Typhlosion, Entei, Rhyperior. So huge fake out opportunity for the Ambipom. Obviously, Protect is big play in this match. So we'll see how the first turn goes. Now, that's threatened literally everyone. Whatever, fuck you, dude. I'm just kidding. You're a good player. I appreciate your presence in this tournament. So we lead off here with Entei getting off of pressure. Marcel has access to fake out, so Entei's going to protect. I think his Typhlosion is also scared of what Rhyperior can do, but he doesn't protect because fake out obviously covers him. And Typhlosion gets off an eruption, does a little to no damage to the Rhyperior because of its type. Entei obviously survives, but he predicted that protect, so now he has access to. Obviously, Entei's going to Extreme Speed, doing not that much Typhlosion. We get a double hit on Entei, and then the ever so famous Bloom Doom comes off again onto Rhyperior, which I'm pretty sure is going to Oko now, no matter what. That is Solar Beam that he has access to, and he's been using every week basically to kill anything that's water or ground or rock. And here he does again on the Rhyperior, who is both rock and ground. It's out of there. Now we get Pentastage, which is his Heracross out. It's a shiny Heracross. Looking kind of cute. I like it. Alright. Marcel comes back, resetting fake out. Togekiss comes out to support the Typhlosion, who really has type advantage here and gets Protect off just to kind of pass the turn. Entei is going to do what? Oh, he does a Z move with Entei. Z Fire? Which is going to be probably his Sacred Fire. Yeah, Inferno Overdrive. And I'm assuming he was targeting what Togekiss switched in on. Togekiss eats a Z move, almost dies but survives, and then Heracross's Guts is activated by its Flame Orb. Entei gets an Extreme Speed off to try to put out the Togekiss, and it succeeds. But obviously Typhlosion has no reason to switch out, and gets off a Heat Wave. Almost killing the Heracross, who knocks off nothing because Typhlosion had a Z move on it. Marcel comes out resetting its fake out. It can kill either of these Pokemon with one fake out. Doesn't matter who it is. Typhlosion comes back because why would it kill itself? And Feraligatr is not threatened by either of these Pokemon. So Penasage protects. I think he's going to probably die to his burn. Entei protects. Just doing a double protect for the fake out there. Burn doesn't kill the Heracross. Entei switches out for a Tangela. I can guess. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's fucking Octillery. I should have guessed by the name. Double hit hits Octillery for almost all of its HP. Heracross gets a superpower off on Marcel and finishes it, or is that close combat? I forget. I think that close combat, I guess. And Killer Croc just busts off a Dragon Dance in front of both of their faces. I'm not afraid of either of them. That Flame Orb is going to kill the Heracross, and Moody might bust off, right? Yeah, should. Yep, Moody busts off, but it is almost dead, so its defense gets 2 boosts, its speed falls by 1, even with its defense up by 2. I'm pretty sure that the Feraligatr can kill it in 1 hit after that Dragon Dance. Which now the Arbok comes out intimidating any physical damage on either of them. Killer Croc protects. This is a really big protect match. Just to get a free extra boost off of his booty, we see the protect on the Octillery, and then Coil on Arbok, which gives him an attack and defense and an accuracy boost. Giga Drain doesn't hit anything because of the protect, and Moody busts off again. Evasiveness, now that's huge actually. That's really big. If he can bust off enough of those, you might not be able to hit him. Rage Powder comes into play, which causes both Pokemon to target him. Liquidation, even with the Dragon Dance, isn't going to do enough to kill that grass type. Poison Jab, though, boosted by Coil, still not enough to kill the Eviolite, Tangela. And then Hydro Pump comes into play from the Octillery, killing Arbok in 1 hit. That's pretty big. Moody's gonna bust off again. I guess he has Life Orb because of his loss of HP. His accuracy rises and his defense falls. So he's got kind of like just positive stats across the board now. From Moody, Typhlosion comes into play. Move out Tangela for Entei, which kind of doesn't really matter because Entei's already low on health. But I guess, protect. And we get a protect off of that for another free Moody boost. Killer Croc gets an Earthquake and just freely kills the Entei that came in for no fucking reason. Oops. Let's see what Moody boosts this time. Defense. Alright, so he has 3 positive defense. Attack doesn't really matter. Charizard. Alright, I got Charizards. Esmeralda comes in too little too late. Gets the sheer force ability. She protects. And Killer Croc liquidation on her. Okay, so she protects that liquidation. Typhlosion uses Heat Wave. Is it enough to kill the water type Octillery? It definitely is. Even with all its Moody boosts, Octillery goes down too little too late. Tortellini comes back. Alright, so we got the fire type out. That's his only real answer to this Tangela. We're gonna protect with Killer Croc, which is awesome. Rage Powder comes off. We've already seen a double targeting move, so Heat Wave gonna not give a fuck about that protect or the rage powder, and it kills Tortellini in one hit. Sorry, bud. Esmeralda Thunderbolt gets protected. No worries here. It's just one Pokemon versus two, so Killer Croc gets a free liquidation off, anticipating that he could probably eat a Thunderbolt because the Esmeralda holds on by the Focus Sash. Here comes a Heat Wave, and it kills as Perel, I guess is what he's called. J-Wade continues his winning streak, beating Dan, who was also a top player last season, even though it was his first season. Continuing his winning streak. I'm the only player to have beaten J-Wade so far, so that's pretty cool on J-Wade's part, man. He's doing really good so far. He did really bad in his first season at first, and then he did okay during the playoffs. It's good to see him doing well again now in the off season. We'll see how he does in season 5 coming up. But Aris now in the last match of week 5 is going to fight his brother Mike. We saved this one for last. This is just like Mind Game City. You know how the brothers do. They tend to play really well around each other. We have Aris bringing in his... God damn it. Sunflora, his Xatu, and Kecleon, his Ursaring, his Azumarill, and his Haxorus. We've seen a little bit of Haxorus. We already know what Aris likes to do with Ursaring and Azumarill. Kecleon we haven't seen, so that's really interesting. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that, but that is an interesting Pokemon. Sunflora has access to a couple of really interesting moves and abilities, and then his Xatu there is bringing up the rear. It's a really strong Psychic Flying type. Mike coming in again, both with his Porygon and his Scyther, 2 Eviolite Pokemon. Probably got the Eviolite on his Scyther. Don't know what he has on the Porygon, but it would benefit him probably to have Z-Normal. Then he brings in the fastest regular Pokemon in the game in Electrode, and his Mawile backing them up. We have no access to Megas in this one again, so he has 2 possible Mega Pokemon that don't have access to it, in Mawile and Tyranitar, but you're going to support them with the Sandstorm from Tyranitar, and the Sandslash is going to also be supported by that with the Sand Rush ability. So let's see which one of these brothers is going to come out on top in the Johto Battle of the Brothers. Let's go. Sunflora and Xatu and... Oh, okay. Plenty of Helens to give out. Alright. We're gonna protect immediately, which the taunt comes off from Electro. Strong Protect. Bug Bite does a little bit to Ra. Eats its eye of Papa Berry, and Trick Room gets set up. So the speed is not a factor anymore. Ra hits the ally switch off, switching with Sunflora. Earth Power comes out from Sunflora onto the Electrode and fucking almost one-shots it with a pretty fucking tight. Take this Ho-Oh. I don't know if he meant to target that. I'm pretty sure he meant to target the Sunflora, but Ra eats that second Bug Bite, and then Volt Switch comes off after already taking a huge bit of damage. Rabbit Season is the Porygon 2. He's been actually fucking causing a lot of problems for a lot of people. We're all kind of fucking hating that duck, so let's just see how that goes here. Sunflora protects. Rabbit Season hits a Tri-Attack off on these Raw. Boom. It's done. Whatever. Fuck it. Why is J-Wade bowling so hard? He didn't try as hard on Danny. Oh, shit. Alright, Ursaring comes out with gonna set up its guts, I believe. And he switches out for a Zoomro as well. Rabbit season goes back. Guess we're getting the sand set up now. Double switch on both sides. Sand. Nope. Mawile. Alright. Just in case you fucking thought, bro. Intimidate hits both of his Pokemon pretty fucking hard. Both of them are big physical attackers. So he's just gonna withdraw that. He already set up his burn. Switching some Flora to intimidate that Sand Slash. And if he brings in the Tyranitar, which he does not, he brings back in the Porygon 2. That was a really fucking smart switch. They know each other. Switches back. Oh, double switch. Damn, man. What Pokemon am I giving away? Oh, there it is. Tome goes in. Hexorus comes out with Mold Breaker, right? Oh, Unnerve, so no berries can be consumed. No priority moves are accessible here, and Thunderbolt does nothing to nobody. Oh. Sunflora buffs off a Giga Drain. Wow, that's a good amount on a Porygon 2. I mean, it doesn't have Eviolite, I guess, but still. Switches in Mawile to get off that Intimidate again. Hexorus gonna eat the Intimidate. Sunflora using special moves, doesn't really care about that. And Tailwind gets set up. So that's pretty huge. Mike's Pokemon are now definitely faster than all of Reese's Pokemon. Rock Slide actually going to kill the Scyther and do a little bit to Tatiana, even with the drop from Intimidates. That's pretty big for Reese there. Giga Drain doing a good amount of damage to Mawile and healing Sunflora, who's just proven to be a consistent problem for Mike when this rabbit season comes back in. You want a Typhlosion? Here. Tatiana goes down. Damn. Damn, Tatiana. Try attack. Alright, who's it hitting? Who we got? Oh, so Flora eats it. Doesn't do shit. She sets up a sunny day right in his fucking face. But then I think he has his Tyranitar still out there, so... Ooh, Solar Power is going to do some damage. He doesn't have Tyranitar? No? Yeah, he does, right? Bust off a Dragon Dance, fuck all those Intimidates, I'm going to reset my attack. Get a little bit of speed boost even with the Tailwind that's up. We're going to try to wait that out. Doesn't worry though because, doesn't matter because the Tri-Attack takes out Hexorus. Giga Drain doing a big amount of damage to that duck though. Come on bro, you can do it, Chameleonaire. Say Cheese hits taunt on the Chameleon. I'm not giving you any fucking Necrozmas, just you fucking old piece of shit. Recovery, ooh, huge, been a big thorn in people's sides. But Aries has Z-move for that. Damn. Alright. Earth Power goes ahead and finishes off that Electrode. It is 3-4 now. Solar Power really boosted up that Sunflora. But Gara is gonna set it straight with a Sandstream. Kaku came out hard. Oof. Protein boosted Sucker Punch almost kills Rabbit Season. And Sephora does go down to the Tyranitar, so that fucking blows. Here comes Mike's Z move. Breaking it Blitz. It's gonna fuck up that Kecleon. Boom. Oh, it survives. You thought. Fuck you, Rabbit Season, you're dead. One more Pokemon on Mike's side. The Sandstorm is gonna take a chip out of Kecleon. Desert Sonic obviously taking advantage of the boost from the Sandstorm. He is faster, but Ursaring doesn't give a fuck about that. Desert Sonic getting a Protect off. Sucker Punch fails, obviously. Dragon Dance. Oof. Sucker Punch. Almost all of Desert Sonic's attack. Earthquake's gonna kill that Kecleon. The Gummy Bear is still there. And he's got an answer for Desert Sonic in the form of Facade. You got me using Facade, but I was already using Ursaring. That's it for Mike. He goes down to a Reese. I think that was a 2-1. Or a 2-0, sorry. And that's it for week 5. We got a quick stream for you there. Unfortunately, that was really fucking cool. They had a really awesome match. Next week, hopefully, we will have a little bit more fanfare. We'll probably have more commentators. And for sure, we will have already picked out a giveaway Pokemon for you. Because we kind of been slacking on that. But that's next week. We will be seeing a layout change soon too, and probably some new logos. So hopefully we can get those set up before people keep clowning on us. As always, I've been your host and commentator, Ian. This guy wants a Red Quadrant, so we'll give him that. If you ever want any cool giveaway Pokemon, hit us in the DM to ask us for some Pokemon. We're on Twitter, we're on Discord, we are on Facebook. You can ask us specifically for cool giveaway Pokemon, or give us cool ideas for giveaway Pokemon, so that we can not look like idiots online when we're doing giveaways. It's been a pleasure, you guys, and I will see you next week with week 6 of the Johto off-season mini draft. Hopefully it was that.